So there's less wattage on the parallel tables. So we will take that into consideration because normalizing wattage when you're doing trials is very, very important because more watts, more yield. That's very, very correlated. What we really want to demonstrate is how uniform the product is, how you can reduce plant count. Uniform light equals uniform product. That's just the basic of it. Welcome to Grow Room Weekly, episode 2. Today we're gonna go over rooms 3 and 4. Just follow along. Very good. Good stuff, good stuff. Room 3. On this run, we kept the LEDs in again. The lights just got here 2 days late, so we gotta run this room full spectrum, and we'll switch to a checkerboard HPS LED next time. This is the only room that has 5-foot wide benches. Usually on a 5-foot wide bench, we're running 4 plants wide, right? 4 plants width-wise. Because we saw the need to kind of give the plants more space to allow the under-canopies to do their job better, we reduced plant count 25%. We went 3 plants wide instead of 4. And typically we're 3 plants wide on 4-foot tables. So this was quite an adjustment. The room already feels better, not an environmental standpoint, but you walk in and the plants aren't jammed, they have enough space. Everybody knows who's been in cultivation long enough, whatever space you give that plant, it's going to fill up. So there's really no need to slam them in there right when you flip, because for the next 3 weeks, they're gonna fill all that space. And so we have these really nice aisleways in this room, and we expect these plants to kind of spill over into the aisleway a little bit, which is completely fine. Big change there, we reduced plant count just width. It's the same number in a row, and it's day 5 in here. We haven't turned on the under canopies. They're gonna turn on today at 50%, and we're gonna keep them at 50% for, probably a couple days, and then we'll start increasing that intensity. Our goal is to always to get to around 100% or whatever you wanna max out at by the end of stretch. And if you ramp that intensity quicker, you can kind of reduce that stretch of your plant. So however you need to manage it. Under canopy is a nice lever for you to control that during that stack or stretch phase, Gen 1, whatever you refer to it as. This was our first time that we went from veg to flower without having a couple days where the plants were absolutely pissed. So we're getting better in our procedures and what these rooms look like and what need to be set at when we do that switch. Often you can claw back a day or 2 of your production schedule if you just nail that switch from veg to flower. Everything was done really well. We had enough plants. We had enough plants to cull. We had enough plants to get the best ones in the room. Shout out to Kyle, our veg guy. He's killing it. We're trying new pots in here. These are bigger pots. We like bigger plants, bigger pots. We like to irrigate as little as possible. It's kind of our deal in here. Still daily, but as little as possible. We're gonna try the 3 gallons in this run. We may try 2 gallons in the next run. We'll see. We made some big adjustments in here. We feel like the environments are right. Our irrigations are good. Grow link situation's been good. The sensors have been good. So we're really just ripping in here, day 5, and we're excited to see what this run does. All right, so room 4. This is our room that we mimic having a shorter ceiling, right? This is like if you're running a double tier, this is the room to pay attention to. We gave ourselves a 5-foot cap from light to tray. So we're growing within that box similar to how you would do on a double tier scenario. We've got our 640s up top. We've got chromas underneath. This room's gonna get 5 minutes of far red on after lights off, typical trial, just to make sure we can build that baseline so we can give you guys the best information. But we're tweaking this room, and as you can see here, we've got some chroma set up perpendicular, or parallel, these are parallel, and some set up perpendicular. We've been asked many, many, many times why we're running lights perpendicular, and we know why, and it's better uniformity. It's more lights, but it's better uniformity, it's better yield. You can reduce plant count. There's a lot of positives to running perpendicular, but people wanna see it. So that's what we're here for. We're gonna show it to you. So we've got parallel going on bench 2 and 4, and then we've got perpendicular going on bench 5 and 3. So we've got 2 of each, but there are 2 less chromas on the parallel table. So there's less wattage on the parallel tables. So we will take that into consideration because normalizing wattage when you're doing trials is very, very important. So we will take that into consideration when yield comes out because more watts, more yield. That's very, very correlated. What we really want to demonstrate is how uniform the product is, how you can reduce plant count. Uniform light equals uniform product. That's just the basic of it. We're gonna keep these lights pretty high this run until we see stretch is over or stack is over, and then we're gonna reduce it down. Last time we ran it pretty much 60% the whole way. Yield numbers aren't back yet, but they're definitely looking really, really nice. We're definitely getting close to about 1.8 grams per watt, maybe 2 grams per watt between the top and bottom lights. So very, very cool. But other than that, this room is gonna be the second trial. We got Versace again. Our end table, we always like to put something special on the end table. This is Bull Rider, and I haven't seen this for over a decade. It's a very short, squatty plant. It grows like an indica, but the flower that comes from it is very jacky, very train wrecky, very sativa type. So it's a really, really unique plant. This is like way overgrown in here, if you can see this. We're gonna have to do a lot of work when it comes to like managing the leaf and making sure we don't build up a microclimate in here. So de-leafing is gonna be very, very important on this table, but we're super, super excited to get a really good production look at it. It's only 3 lights, but 3 light sample will tell us a lot about how it'll do better in the bigger rooms. So yeah, day 5 in here as well. Rooms 3 and 4 are always paired up harvesting wise, so we always have those 2 going at the same time. So we've got 1 Bull Rider, 4 Versaces, and we'll let you know what goes down. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That is it for today's episode. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. We will be sure to get to those. And please like, subscribe. So thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.